You were on a little walk.
I just went to the building.
Oh,
Just hello and got some fresh air real quick.
Probably going my way in.
Oh
Oh, yeah. I was
no. You should come in any morning by 7 a.m. I got the thing on. I'm making the paint shake. All right. Good afternoon and welcome to another live edition here of Build Idaho, and we're excited to come to you. Today we're actually going to bypass real estate topics because sometimes real estate's about living, right? So we're actually, one of the things that's great about real estate is that we get to sell Boise, Idaho and all the things that we can do here, and it's a great place to live. So I thought maybe today I would start by introducing myself a little bit so you guys can get to know me. But I'm actually from Kentucky, and I spent my college summers in Yellowstone National Park. And hang on one second. The door opened up. So after college, I actually moved to Jackson Hole, Wyoming for a little while and became a ski bum, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I highly recommend to anyone who's 20-something. Being a ski bum is a great way to start life. I actually, from there, moved to West Yellowstone, Montana for about 5 years, and I ended up in eastern Idaho for about 2 years. I've lived in Stanley, Idaho for about 2 years, and Riggins, Idaho for about 2 years. So I've lived in some wonderful places throughout southern Idaho, and I just really love Idaho for all those reasons. And I've lived in some amazing places and done some amazing things. But eventually I decided it was time to become an adult, and I moved to Boise, Idaho, and started a career. And I've been in real estate now for about 15 years. So I'm pretty familiar with new construction. But one of the things I love to do is to talk about Boise, Idaho and all the things to do here. And if you're a client of Build Idaho and you don't know what to do today, just give me a call. I'd be glad to tell you all the wonderful opportunities you have around the valley here and just actually north of us in McCall or Cascade or anywhere. I love Stanley, Idaho, as I mentioned earlier. But I picked out 5 things today I want to share with you that are some great things to do here in the spring in Boise, Idaho. And I'm going to just kind of discuss each of them. But now that it's getting warm outside, it's a great time to get outside. For those of you that are not familiar with Boise in the summer, while summers are beautiful and can be relatively nice, there are many days that it's hot outside because we live in the desert. So now's a great time to get outside and just enjoy cool weather and beautiful afternoons and clear skies and all the wonderful things we have. But one of my first suggestions is if you have ever driven to downtown Boise, I recommend hitting 8th Street and just heading on up in the mountains. And if you go far enough, you'll come to a place called Upper Hulls Gulch. And Upper Hulls Gulch is a place where you kind of, as you climb, you can get some amazing views of the valley if you look backwards. But as you get to Hulls Gulch, you just way up in the valley, you kind of follow this valley and you follow the creek all the way up to some springs. It's a great time of year to see all the spring flowers. I will warn you that there are snakes up at Hulls Gulch. I've seen one myself that was a pretty good sized rattler, but generally you won't see anything other than whoever you take with you. But it's a beautiful area, just lots of green grass, lots of flowers. So if you're into nature and want something easily accessed from Boise, drive up 8th Street and find Upper Hulls Gulch. My second one is actually super interesting, and most people have not been there, but it's a place called Cleo's Ferry and Nature Walk. And the best way I would describe it is a historical, I wrote this down, an eclectic historical walk with religious overtones. So, digest that, eclectical historical walk with the religious overtones. I don't know how to describe this place, but it's super fun, super interesting. It's right next to the Snake River. It's just outside of Melba, Idaho. It's free, so you can go there for free and just walk around. But it's got monuments and statues and birdhouses, and there's live peacocks roaming around. There's buildings that have all kinds of historical elements to them. As you're walking down this trail, you'll see all kinds of places to just ponder life and sit down and meditate, as well as just be curious as to what you're looking at and how it got there. But it's a really cool place to go explore. So look up Cleo's Ferry and Museum and Nature Walk. My third idea, which is a great time to do this, is Bruno's Sand Dunes and Observatory. So Bruno is a really cool place in Idaho where you can climb a sand mountain, and you may have seen videos of people in Idaho who sled down or slide down or run down and just enjoy the sand. And it's a really cool place. There's a small lake there that you can enjoy or go fishing or wade in. But right now the weather is pretty calm, right? But come August, that place gets really hot. It just does. And so I highly recommend going around this time of the year. There is an observatory, so if you're there, if you plan it right, you can go there when they bring out these big telescopes that you can look into the sky. And Bruneau Dunes is far enough away from the city lights that you can really get some great views of the stars out there. They do a whole show about that, so it's a really cool place to go. And if you're familiar with Bruneau Dunes, if you're not familiar with Bruneau Dunes, just get on out there and take a look at it. It's a really cool place. It's one of the special places we have here in Idaho to explore. My fourth suggestion is a place called Celebration Park. So Celebration Park is not easily found. It's not really on a major road or anything. You have to specifically drive to Celebration Park to find this place. It's nothing that you're just going to drive by and accidentally get to. You have to be going there, but it's also outside of Melba. It's along the Snake River. It's a place that you can go and explore, and they've got some cool exhibits that you can walk through. There's a dock there that you can go out to, so it's a great place to go fishing. Additionally, I recommend to make sure you go to the far end of Celebration Park, and there's a bridge you can walk across, which will take you to the other side of the Snake River, and from there you can access a couple different trails, get out and about. Again, this is a great time of the year to explore and check out all the wildlife and flowers as well. So we have quite a bit of things to explore over that direction. And the last place I'm going to recommend is really just a place to go and relax. And my family and I go there probably 3 or 4 times a year, it seems like, although in the last 12 months, maybe we haven't done that quite as often. But outside of Marsing, upstream from the Snake River, is a place called Gibbons Hot Springs. So Gibbons Hot Springs is a natural hot spring. It's more of a pool, so it's not some rock little formation that someone's created and it's only like, a foot and a half deep. It's actually a really nice pool, and they got places you can go and change. We like to go there in the afternoon or early evening and just really soak up the warm waters and spend a good hour and a half or two and then go home and just crash. So if you like hot springs, I highly recommend Gibbons Hot Springs. But it's springtime, so if you've enjoyed winter, that's great. But most people enjoy when the sun comes back out and then the temperatures get warmer. So now's a great time to go explore all the hiking in the foothills and all the things to do locally around the Treasure Valley. And I hope some of these ideas will help you get out and explore. Again, we're in real estate, so we have to sell Boise as part of the package, and we love to do that. So if we can help you out, give us a holler. We'd love to help you. How we do? Be honest.